What's wrong, Wally? I was injured at work. I really hurt my back. You're supposed to lift with your legs. I learned that from watching The Office, the British one. You see, Dwight Schrute, the British Dwight Schrute, was showing this girl how to... I wasn't lifting anything. I was digging a hole. Have you been working in a nursery? You know JFK really hurt his back planting a tree for a photo op. British Dwight Schrute, JFK, you're just full of facts this morning. I learned the JFK one from watching a biography of Marilyn Monroe. You know, she's always kind of been a heroine of mine. I wasn't planting a tree, I was just digging a hole. Like for a sewer line or something? If you're working for the city, you can get workers' comp. I wasn't working for the city. I was working for this guy who buries things for money. He buries things for money? Yes, you drop off whatever you want buried wrapped up in a plastic bag or tarp. We don't ask questions and we don't want to know. Rolled up in a rug or carpet is acceptable, but it has to be tied off at both ends. And you just bury it in a hole? Yes, we have the silver package, which is 6 feet, gold is 8 feet, and platinum gets you 12 whole feet, and we plant ferns over the dig site. I'm sorry, but that sounds really shady. It was a little unusual, but it paid really well. But when I got hurt, I wasn't eligible for benefits because I was never officially an employee. How did you find this horrible job in the first place? Haven't you seen the ads? Their flyers are stapled to telephone poles all over town. I don't read those things, but if I need to find a garage sale, an awful band, or a creepy roommate, I know where to look. Well, the owner posts the ad along with the number to his most recent burner. And you don't even know his name? No names. I was called Mr. Purple and he was called Mr. Black. He got to be Mr. Black because he was the boss. He paid me cash after every job, but it was nothing illegal. I can't believe you'd do something like that. I wasn't doing anything immoral or illegal. I was just sick of working for minimum wage. I was tired of just scraping by. So you took this shadowy, nefarious job and now you're screwed. Sorry, I couldn't help overhearing. Because you crept in close and stood there silently? As a personal trainer, I do physical rehabilitation. I'll have you back to work in no time. Back to pushing brooms and stocking shelves and scalding myself over fry vats. Do you have enough money saved to retire? No? Then I suppose so. I'll see you at noon. Rebecca, I'm so pleased to see you. I'm just here to pick up some books for Wally. I have his library card here, but there's no photo on it, and there are no holograms at all. It's not a passport, dear. I have a list of books by a guy named Bernard Cornwell, but there are so many. The guy must be a novel-writing machine. Sharp's Honor, Sharp's Gold, Sharp's Sword, Sharp's Trafalgar. Oh, come on. Wouldn't it be more believable just to invent a character who's already in the Royal Navy? I don't understand what's going on. Never mind, but why isn't Wally getting these himself? Wally hurt his back, and then Simon offered to help, but he made him do a whole bunch of push-ups and sit-ups, and this really weird routine with a sledgehammer and a beanbag chair, and now Wally can't even get out of bed. I'm so sorry to hear that. Will he be okay? As long as he stays away from Simon, but he'll be laid up for a while, and I'm running his errands for him. You know that yoga is a much less strenuous and dangerous form of rehabilitation. Maybe he should drop by Emily's studio. You mean the haunted laundromat? It was never really haunted. Those meddling kids in the turquoise van cleared the whole thing up. The caretaker made it seem haunted because he'd stashed the loot from a 2003 armored car heist. Really? Yes, it's quite nice. There are a few needless photos of the Taj Mahal, but it isn't scary at all. He won't be going anywhere just yet. He's immobilized. I'm sure she'd be happy to come by his place and work with him there. Okay, I'll have Wally call her. Evening, all. See, I told you those push-ups would pay off. Fuck you, Simon, you nearly killed me. But you're up and around. All thanks to yoga. And I've started eating better, too. Emily's opened my eyes to a healthier lifestyle. Barney, what's the most popular item on your breakfast buffet? It's my famous ham, bacon, sausage, corned beef omelet. You had to stuff corned beef in there, too? Some dinosaurs don't eat pork. But, never mind. How about an omelet with bell peppers, tomato, onion, and parsley? Nobody's gonna eat that shit. They need fuel for the day ahead. And Helen, how about you? Why not try a vegetarian pizza with zucchini and ricotta? Terracotta? Isn't that a building material? No, ricotta. It's a kind of cheese. I just want to let you all know that I'm going to be organizing a fun run. I've already been part of an organized road race and it wasn't fun. This won't be anything too hard. This will be short, not too strenuous, and... fun? Exactly. I don't think I'll be running, but at least I got an idea for a new pizza. Great. I can spell ricotta for you. In fact, I'll write out all the ingredients. No, not that. Barney, can I get that omelet recipe? Is this the sign-up sheet for the fun run? There are so many names, but the word fun run's been scratched out. What's this? Dodgeball? Sorry, but everybody's in town seen that tape of Simon at the Boston Marathon, and there's no way they're taking part in any road race. Dodgeball isn't great exercise, but it's a start. We can hold it here. That was the plan at first. At first? Yes, Helen heard of this town in Spain called Buñol, where they have this big battle with tomatoes, so they decided to take the event out into the streets. Really? Yes, it's famous and it brings in all these tourists, and I was thinking that we might make the dodgeball thing an annual event to bring tourists to reason. We certainly don't get a lot of tourists. Not since the XXX Super Barn went out of business. They had swank, cherie, high society, the largest selection of nudie mags in a 3-state area, but their business just dried up for some reason. Of course, it's the 21st century and we've learned not to objectify females. Well, this event could bring back those visitors. So what's all this? This is all gear you can buy for the Dodgeball Festival. Huge transparent shield? Helmets with visors? Where did you get all this? This is all surplus from the Seoul Police Department. South Korea's political stability means you save money. It looks like you're getting ready for a G8 summit. Is all this necessary? It's just a big inflated rubber ball. We got to thinking about it, and carrying around this big bulky dodgeball wasn't very practical, so we went over to baseballs. I have a nice selection of shopping bags to carry your ammo. Bloomingdale's, Whole Foods, Victoria's Secret. No thanks, I just got back on my feet and I don't think I want any part of this. So how'd it go? Did you have a nice crowd for your Battle Royale? No. One car with out-of-state plates came rolling up, but when they saw what was going on, they sped away. Yet you seem awfully happy. It turns out getting beamed with a baseball really hurts and often results in injury. Of course. Did you think catchers and umpires wore all that padding just to be fashionable? I did such a splendid job with your rehabilitation that everybody who got hurt is coming in for therapy, and there were so many injured. Helen had a couple of teeth knocked out. I don't know how she thinks yoga is going to help with that, but I'll take her business. I'm glad it worked out so well for you. And not just for me. Joe from Crystal Cathedral Window and Glass is retiring to Tuscany. So this is going to become an annual thing? Getting hit with a baseball really hurts, so nobody wants to go through it again, but this has given my studio the jump start it needed.